Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Big Time Boxing. And on this one, we get to visit with a very special boxer who is going to be in action on July 26th on the undercard of the Claressa Shields Lanny Daniels match in Detroit. She'll be taking on Lucia Boudersa in a important featherweight matchup. She is a former Pan American Games champion, a 2020 Olympian, and is 8-1 as a professional now and is a top contender in the featherweight division. Let me introduce you to Caroline Veyre. Caroline, how are you?
Very good, and you?
I'm very good, very good. It's great to have you on the show. Um, I've had an opportunity to be present and call one of your fights that you've had as you've started your journey now with Salita Promotions. And you are on the cusp of hopefully getting a world title match in your division. You've had a very interesting boxing journey because you had a fantastic amateur career that was a lengthy amateur career, and it led
Yes.
to you starting as a pro a little later. You're now 36 years of age, and all that amateur experience, which was of course excellent, how much has that helped you in the professional ranks?
Well, for sure, my amateur background it's long. It's like 15 years
Yeah.
of amateur experience. So I've seen so many styles. I traveled over around the world. I saw so many styles. So for sure, it really helped me as a professional. But also, it took me a long time for me to transition to a pro style. And I feel like I really transitioned last year properly, and it really helped me for my last fights and helped me to level up as well.
Yeah, you make a good point that, and sometimes we gloss over it. That amateur career did so many things for you. Not only did it give you great boxing experience, it allowed you a life experience that I had to imagine was pretty special, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I have over 150 fights, so I've seen so many kind of style. I face so many good opponents. You know,
Mhm.
when you compete internationally,
Yeah.
you face the champions of other countries at
And
the
you
Olympics.
face everybody. You have to face everybody, don't you?
Exactly. Exactly, and it's really hard too because when you're in tournaments, you have to fight maybe like 4 fights in a week,
Hmm.
and so every day you have a different fight. You have to adapt very quickly. So I think that's how my experience really grew because I had to adjust very quickly, and you know, every day was a test because it was very good opponents all the time. Champion of other countries, and even at the Olympics, I faced the best. So for sure, it's a very important experience that I had as
Well,
an amateur.
yeah, and you turned pro in 2022, and you are now 8-1 as a professional. You're coming in off a very good win over Gabriel Bouvier, who was a contender in the featherweight division. And then, as we mentioned, you have this fight coming up, a very important match for you on July 26th, and against Lucia Boudersa, who is a top ranked featherweight. You're ranked in the top 10 by in almost all the organizations. She is also a top ranked fighter.
Mhm.
What kind of challenges does she present to you in the ring?
Well, Lucia Boudersa has a lot of fights as a professional. She has maybe 23 fights. She's been world champion, so she's a former world champion. She has only 3 losses, so it's a big test now. What I have in front of me on July 26th, it's gonna be a different fight for me, different challenge, and I prepared the best I can, and I'm ready for that.
Yeah, she's had actually 28 fights as a professional, so she has been active, and she fought for the lightweight championship. You mentioned her being a champion before. Uh, uh, the good thing about this is a win in this fight, which of course you're hoping to get, will be more than enough in terms of credentials to set you up so that it's possible you could fight one of the champions. Tiara Brown is a champion, Nina Meinke, Amanda Serrano, who just, of course, had her fight with um, Katie Taylor, but you never know what division Amanda Serrano is going to fight in. So whether she would fight in this division remains to be seen. Is there any champion that you look at that you say, that's the one I want to fight?
Oh, for sure. I want to fight those girls. I want to fight Tyra Brown. I'd like to fight against Amanda Serrano. I want to fight the best. But you know, my main goal is to become a world champion, and July 26th is the first step, and one step at a time. But I'm ready for this.
Yeah, you have a great boxing team behind you with Salita Promotions. Mark Taffet, who has guided the career of Claressa Shields, and before that was well respected in the boxing world as one of the head people at HBO, and uh, understands women's boxing as well as anybody. So, does it give you a good feeling to feel that your team behind you is in a position to maybe help you get those things done?
Oh yeah, for sure. Since I've been with Salita and Mactafet, you know, they really helped me to level up, and I fought for titles, and they really helped me with my progression. They give me the platform that I needed to make my name. So I know every fight I'm progressing, it's getting more difficult, and I'm I'm victorious every time. So I know I'm on the right way to become world champion with them.
You are you're a woman of many talents. You have a degree in translation that I'm
Yes.
sure you have utilized. How many languages do you translate in?
I just translate from French, English to French. I know a little
Okay.
bit of Spanish, but you know, in Canada, we have to have governmental documents in both languages,
Yes,
French and
correct.
English. So that's why I'm just translating both those languages.
Yeah. Have you used it professionally to work in that field?
I'm working right now. I'm working full time as well as training.
Okay, so that you're working full time at that, along with your
Yes,
training
exactly.
in boxing.
Yeah.
That's great. Um, you are. We mentioned the fact that you got a later start in boxing. How important is it now as a professional for you to remain active and be and not have much delay? You've been an active fighter and you've been fighting regularly, but it's kind of important because you got that late start as a pro.
Yes. Yes, well, I started like 3 years ago, and my first year I had like a lot of fights. So I started. I was very busy. I have first fights the first year, and now I'm just getting in the top five. So I want to keep being busy, being active as a fighter. I want to get the more opportunities that I can, and so. I just want to keep fighting and for the next years at least.
Yeah, I and the thing is, you have to take it as your point's well taken. That you have to take it step by step by step, and you won't
Exactly.
know what you know, when you have maybe a slightly shortened window, but you don't know that you do because you're in the process of it. So you'll see
Mhm.
how long it develops. But you certainly have the talent and the ability to fight and win a world title um, based on everything that anybody has seen from you. You
Yes.
does it mean a lot to you to fight on a big card like the one on July 26th, where Claressa Shields, who's acknowledged as one of the major names in all of boxing, uh, fighting for her championship, and to be a part of that in front of a big crowd on the zone where a lot of fans can see you. I would think that is very helpful to you in your maturity as a professional, even though you fought in the biggest arenas and biggest stages as an amateur.
Yeah, I'm very excited to fight on Claressa Shields on card. It's gonna be a great night of boxing. Those are always crazy nights. I love the atmosphere when I fight on Claressa Shields cards, and I can't wait. I'm very excited for that, and for sure it's for me. It's not really. It doesn't give me pressure. It just give me like more more fire like I can stay calm when I have more pressure, and I just love it actually, so I can
Yeah,
handle that, and uh it's gonna be pretty unforgettable, I think.
yeah, motivation gives you a lot of extra motivation, and as you point out, the excitement of the event is important for sure. You
Yes.
are you were the first woman to, or not the first, but you got to the quarterfinals at the Olympics, which
Yes.
is the highest that a Canadian woman has gotten to. Uh, Canadian boxing has been very, very good in recent years for both men and women. There have been some
Hmm.
wonderful Canadian boxers, and you emigrated to Canada from France
Yes.
when your mom had to go there for cancer treatments, and you kind of fell
Yes.
in love with the country. Does it give you kind of an extra source of pride to perhaps uh, further carry on the Canadian banner in the professional ranks?
um yeah, actually, well, yeah, I started boxing when I arrived in Canada. I was 18 years old, and that's when I really fell in love with the sport. And I can say that there's a lot of really good boxers in Canada, and the level is pretty good. The only difference is that the pool is not the same than in the United States, for
Sure.
example. But yeah, for sure, I'm happy to have to represent Canada at the Olympic Games as well, and I'm I like the fact that we are good in the sports, and we're coming.
That's for sure. Before I let you go, about your fight on July 26th with Boudersa, what is the main thing that you have great skills? You're a very clever boxer, puncher. You haven't had a KO yet, but you've won convincingly in the wins you've had. What is it? What are the keys for you? The main things that you need to do to come out victorious in that fight?
Well, I think what's gonna make the difference is my footwork, and the level of volume that I can throw. I think I have more skills than her, and we're just gonna see um, what really boxing is. I think I can really give a good show. I can put on a show, and it's gonna be a very good fight.
Well, you have very good hand speed, and you mentioned the volume. You are capable of throwing great combinations, and that obviously that's a key element always in boxing. Well, you have
Yes.
a bright future obviously ahead of you as you move forward. Do you feel like a win in this particular match? Do you think the next step could well be a title match?
I hope it's gonna be the next step, the next fight, maybe. That will be either this year or next year. But
Yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Yeah, well, first, of course, is getting that win on July 26th. Obviously,
Ex
yeah.
exactly. What's on my mind right now. It's only July 26th, so that's the first step, and then we'll see.
All right. Well, Caroline, thank you so much for taking the time to visit with me. I appreciate it. And down the road, when you get ready to fight for your in your title match, we'll have you back again, and we can talk about what could be a very
Yeah.
important moment for you then.
Yes, of course. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much. Well, that's Caroline Veyre, who is one of the top featherweights in the world among all women boxers. And on July 26th, you'll be able to see it on DAZN. She will be battling Lucia Boudersa in an important match on the undercard of Claressa Shields and Lanny Daniels. So you want to check that out. We hope you enjoyed this show and enjoyed all of these big time boxing shows and our hot topic shows as well. And if you do, please subscribe and like, and we will continue to provide these shows to you. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.